Lacey, Olympia, the fraternal twins of the South Sound. What makes them different? Well, today we're about to find out the differences between Lacey and Olympia, Washington. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brandon Stevens, Premier Homes Northwest, and before we jump into this video, I wanted to remind you I am a licensed real estate broker in the state of Washington, and every day we help people just like you buy or sell a home right here in the Olympia-Lacey-Tumwater area. And if you are moving or thinking of selling or buying in this area, let us know. Please reach out to us. We're going to put all our contact information down below in the description. Reach out to us anytime. We can do a Zoom link. We can meet for some coffee. We can meet at the office, whatever works for you and your schedule. Just know, anytime you contact us, you're always going to get me or one of my colleagues on the line. We never put you off on a call center or some sales rep. You're going to always reach one of us. So also, remind you, please subscribe to our channel. Every week we drop a video just like this one about the Olympia-Lacey-Tumwater area. We talk about restaurants, we talk about things to do, parks, you name it. It all happens on this channel. So let's jump into the video. All right, today we're taking a deep dive look into the cities of Lacey and Olympia, Washington. Now, these two communities are neighbors and so close and intertwined that sometimes you don't even know exactly which one you're in. But if we're talking about Lacey and Olympia proper, then it's important to know that they have their own unique charm and character. And while they are sharing proximity, it's important to understand what sets them apart. So let's jump in and explore the key differences that make each city special. All right, first we need to look at exactly where Olympia and Lacey are. Olympia is the capital of Washington, and it's nestled in the southern part of the Puget Sound region, providing easy access to the shores of Puget Sound, and it sprawls across Thurston County with a broader reach physically. It's about 60 miles southwest of Seattle and about 110 miles north of Portland. And with that, Olympia, there really is a type of area for everyone. You have an historic downtown all the way to modern neighborhoods with a more suburban feel. Lacey, on the other hand, is directly adjacent to Olympia and shares its southern border with the city. It's part of the Olympia metropolitan area, but while it doesn't have the same waterfront proximity as Olympia, it offers a convenient location. It's just a stone's throw away from its larger neighbor Olympia. In terms of size, Olympia is notably larger than Lacey. The capital city covers around 19 square miles, providing more room for parks, historical landmarks, and government facilities. Notably, the Washington State Capitol building stands tall here, serving as the epicenter for the state politics. In contrast, Lacey has a more compact footprint, covering approximately 16 square miles, and while it might not have the grandeur of the state capitol, Lacey's size does contribute to its close-knit community feel. If you're choosing between Lacey and Olympia, you got to consider how the size and specific geographical location align with your preferences. Olympia offers a more extensive range of amenities and attraction, while Lacey provides a cozier and family-friendly atmosphere. All right, sure, Lacey and Olympia are close in proximity, but we have to talk about the cost of living because there are some major differences you're going to notice. And one of those costs is the cost of housing. And if we look at the median price home in Olympia, that is right now around $535,000. And that's up 4.3% since last year. And meanwhile, the median price home in Lacey is around $500,000. And that's actually down about 1% since last year. Other than that, you're going to find that most of the goods and services are about the same cost. And so although the cost of housing is slightly higher, you can expect that the overall cost of living to be the same in Olympia and Lacey. All right, so we covered the cost difference in the median price houses, but when it comes to the actual housing and the style of houses, both cities offer a unique and distinct flavor. Olympia is known for its historic homes, each with its own story and charm. Places like the West Side, South Capitol, and East Side all offer older craftsman-style homes and sometimes even historical designated houses. Oftentimes, these homes are built in between the 1890 and 1940s, and these properties often carry a bit of significant history within the walls. And also, if you want to have a downtown feel, living in parts of Olympia will give you this more urban type of feel. Now, if you're going to live over in Lacey, you're obviously going to live in a newer community that is more of a suburban feel. Houses and communities didn't really start there until the 1950s, or so you're going to find less significant history Olympia does have the suburban feel neighborhoods too. It's just that they also offer historical neighborhoods, which Lacey does have a very small, tiny one, but not compared to Olympia. Most of it's just going to be a suburban feel. On top of that, the economic landscape of these two cities is quite different. Olympia boasts a more diverse job market with a significant presence of government jobs thanks to its role as the state capital. The healthcare sector also thrives here with many professional buildings and 2 hospitals, although the main one, St. Peter's, is quite literally right in the middle, but technically it's still in Olympia. Olympia also has a lot more retail shopping as the larger shopping epicenter, with the county's only shopping mall, the Capitol Mall, placed on the west side of Olympia. Olympia also has a traditional downtown which features shops and restaurants and, typical businesses with apartments above them. In contrast, Lacey has seen growth in retail and commercial businesses as well, making it a hub for, shopping and services such as hospitality. Lacey is also home to the largest public school district, so if you work in education, there may be opportunities that are more prevalent in Lacey than Olympia. Additionally, Lacey is in closer proximity to JBLM, Joint Base Lewis-McChord, so if you don't mind a small commute, there are plenty of federal job opportunities or a lot of people that work for the armed forces. Joint Base Lewis-McChord often live in Lacey as well. All right, so let's jump into the world of culture and history right here in Olympia-Lacey, and they both offer a unique experience. Lacey's demographic landscape has been evolving. It's making it a vibrant mosaic of diversity. Find a wide range of international cuisines, cultural festivals, and events that celebrate the melting pot of cultures. Lacey's sense of community is warm and inclusive, and it's not uncommon to stumble upon restaurants offering a world range of foods and just a wide range variety of people living right there in Lacey. Olympia, on the other hand, is a city rooted in history. As Olympia is the capital of Washington, it exudes a sense of tradition and historical significance. One of the most iconic landmarks in Olympia is the Washington State Capitol building. It's a majestic structure that stands as a symbol of the state's government and a testament to the city's role in shaping Washington State's history. The city is known for its historical districts, its well-preserved Victorian-era homes. It's giving you a glimpse into the past. These architectural treasures are not just houses, they are living pieces of history that reflect the city's rich heritage. Olympia also boasts a thriving art scene with numerous galleries, theaters, and music venues. The city's cultural events and festivals often showcase its historical ties and cultural roots. So basically, in summary, Lacey's going to offer a more diverse cultural landscape thanks to its evolving demographics and the presence of varied communities. And in contrast, Olympia is a city that provides a deep dive into history with its historic landmarks, architectural treasures, and vibrant art scene, all of which pay homage to its historical roots. So you may be wondering about the politics in Lacey and Olympia and how they differ. So Olympia definitely holds a unique and significant position as the capital city of Washington State and as the political hub of the state. So it's home to Washington State's Capitol building, which houses the legislative and executive branch of the state government. This makes Olympia the center of political power, hosting lawmakers, lobbyists, government agencies. The presence of the state government has a direct impact on Olympia's economy and culture, and government jobs, education, healthcare sectors, they play a prominent role in the city's employment landscape. And this can also lead to more frequent political events and rallies right here in the city. So it creates more a politically engaged environment and atmosphere, definitely right there in Olympia. Politically, Olympia is definitely known to be a more liberal area overall, with the majority of local positions held by Democratic-leaning policies. Lacey, while adjacent to Olympia, takes on a different political persona. It's more suburban in nature with a focus on residential living and local businesses. The city government of Lacey, a little more balanced. Lacey typically deals with municipal affairs, infrastructure, and community services rather than obviously state-level politics that Olympia engages in. And while the political engagement is still present in Lacey, it tends to be on definitely a smaller scale. Local governance decisions often center around issues directly affecting the residents, such as parks, schools, local businesses, and overall Lacey is a liberal city, but it's a suburban environment that tends to make it lean a little more moderate, Democrat leaning. So there definitely is some differences between Olympia and Lacey political wise, but there's also a little bit of difference when you're talking about the daily commute and traffic patterns, and those can significantly impact your lifestyle. And Lacey and Olympia have some notable differences in this regard. Olympia is the state capital of Washington. We've talked about that over and over, but the city sees a more substantial influx of commuters and visitors during the work week due to its role as the political epicenter, and government employees, lawmakers, lobbyists, and other professionals converge on the city, especially during legislative sessions, and leading to more traffic congestion, typically during those peak hours of rush hour when people are coming to and leaving work. Now, Lacey, on the other hand, you're generally going to have a smoother commute experience. While it is closely connected to Olympia and the lines definitely get blurred from time to time, it generally experiences less traffic congestion, and that's primarily because it doesn't have the same level of, economy, job level, government related traffic. So it's definitely going to be a more relaxed driving experience overall compared to Olympia. But it does have its peak hours as well if you're going to go during, rush hour times. This is definitely going to create some traffic down the main corridors of Lacey, Martin Way, Marvin Road, College Street. Those roads definitely are going to see an influx of traffic, but it's going to be just during typically those times. And also, if you're going to be traveling to JBLM, you're going to want to be aware that I-5 north and south during those rush hour times is also going to be pretty heavily trafficked, especially going through the Nisqually area and the DuPont area. Those areas typically get super congested at that time of day. But overall, you're going to have a good experience from day to day. Also, actually on Saturdays or Sundays when people are out doing their shopping, going to Costco, getting their groceries, going to Home Depot or whatever, you're going to experience some higher levels of traffic and it can get a little congested. But Lacey's done a great job of mitigating traffic and making improvements to the roads, so it definitely helps ease that. They have roundabouts, they've widened roads, created the Diamond Interchange out there in Hawks Prairie, so it's a little bit more modernized than Olympia. You're going to go through downtown, that can't be changed. It's 2-lane roads. The west side's going to be super congested with all of the shopping centers, so a little bit different. Nevertheless, they're both pretty much the same for the most part, but you do have to consider those times when you're traveling. Say you want to go to a sporting event for your kids, or you got work, you want to go to the grocery store, you may have to put in on Google Maps and just check the commute times. A lot of people moving to new areas are definitely going to be concerned with the schools in the area that they move to, and you have to know that there is a little bit of a difference between Lacey and Olympia, and the significant factor to consider is which school district are you going to belong to. So there are some notable differences to explore. So Lacey is primarily served by the North Thurston Public Schools. This is actually the largest school district in Thurston County. It covers a wide area including Lacey and parts of Olympia that are now growing into what's called the urban growth area of Lacey and some of the nearby communities. The school district is known for its diverse student body and a strong commitment to provide quality education. It operates numerous elementary, middle, and high school, as well as specialized schools like Aspire Middle School, which is an arts based middle school. They have career academies online, so it definitely has a wide variety of opportunities education wise for your family, your students, whoever you have coming to live with you, or whoever's going to be going to school in the area. Olympia, on the other hand, has its own dedicated school district, the Olympia School District, and this district primarily serves the students residing within the city of Olympia, obviously. And the Olympia School District boasts a wide range of educational programs, extracurricular activities, and it's often associated with, being really education oriented. It does offer a little bit less diversity. The cool thing about both the Olympia and North Thurston Public Schools is they're honestly both really great schools. It kind of just depends on what you're looking for, where you move. Both school districts are really greatly funded. The tax base really stands behind the school districts here in the area. So you can rest assured you're going to get a quality education through both districts. All of them offer a ton of great teachers, decent sized classes for, the student to teacher ratio, a bunch of extracurricular activities, all the sports, music, dance, cheerleading, drama, all the clubs. So, it's really up to you. If you lived in Olympia, you're going to be really great in the Olympia School District. If you moved over to Lacey, you're going to have a really awesome time with the North Thurston Public Schools. Both of them have a ton of capital improvements also, so really new modern buildings through most of the schools. And if they haven't been modernized, they're probably on a schedule to be modernized real soon. So you can really rest assured they're both really great districts. All right, so if you're living in the Northwest, you're going to want to know how the parks and the outdoor spaces are and what makes them unique. Olympia definitely offers a unique blend of parks and outdoor experiences. The city parks are often exude historical charm, and they're accompanied by stunning waterfront views. They make an unforgettable outdoor adventure for sure. And a lot of those gyms are like Barefoot and Squaxin Island Park, which are right down on the water. They have breathtaking views of the Puget Sound. They both have tons of trails and beachfront you can walk on. They also have picnic areas or covered shelters with playground structures for the kids. So you're definitely gonna really love the more historical kind of nature-oriented parks in Olympia. Lacey, on the other hand, is going to be really known for its community parks and natural beauty. The city takes pride in its green spaces and parks. They have one of the top, municipal park systems in the state, with over 1,200 acres of parkland and open space, miles of walking, biking trails, a premier regional athletic complex, 3 indoor pools, and several community buildings. Lacey's residents definitely enjoy one of the finest municipal park systems in all of the state. Also complemented by the South Sound's pristine Tomie State Park, the naturally inspiring 3,700 acres of the Nisqually National Wildlife Refuge. There's 4 golf courses, 5 freshwater lakes, so the recreation opportunities are virtually unlimited. It's also home to the Regional Athletic Complex, which is pretty much regarded as the state's premier athletic complex with soccer field, baseball fields, basketball courts, all kinds of stuff. All right, so these are just some of the key differences between Lacey and Olympia, and although they are very close in proximity to each other, I think you're going to find that there are some differences among them that make them differ and unique and amazing in their own right. Sure, when you live in Lacey and Olympia, you'll likely find yourself in one or the other several times throughout the week, but it's still good to know that each community is different and offers something different for everyone. So let me know in the comments below if you think there are some other key differences that people watching this video might find interesting, or something that I could, discuss in the next video about what the differences are. Let's keep it nice and clean, but I know that there might be something on your mind that you think sets Olympia and Lacey apart. And with that, I wanted to remind you that if you had any questions about the area, Olympia, Lacey, or Tumwater, we're here for you. I put all our contact information down below in the description. Remember, reach out to us anytime. And I wanted to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay up to date with all the new videos as we drop them. So until next time, we'll see you again. Take it easy.